Today we are going to discuss about adiabatic process, or sometimes it is known as isentropic process. So welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Management. First step, consider the gas is filled in an insulated cylinder with movable piston as shown in figure A. So let's consider first of all the cylinder, and that is insulated. So this green color is the insulating material that is used to cover this cylinder. So now this cylinder is insulated cylinder in which movable piston. So this yellow color is the piston, and this space is filled with the gas, and that is now the system for the analysis. Now as you know that in adiabatic process heat transfer is always 0. So I have written over here Q is equal to 0. Let's say it is figure A. Now if I want to show the state of this gas on PV diagram, then it is like that: pressure on the y-axis and volume is always on the x-axis, and this is the state 1 of this gas, means initial position of this gas, and corresponding pressure is P1 and corresponding volume is V1. Now next, when the gas expands, its state change from 1 to 2 as shown in figure B. So let's consider over here, this is the initial position, that means state 1 of the gas. Now it is expanded. So what happened over here? See carefully. This is the new position of this gas, and so that the corresponding state is known as the final state of this gas after expansion. Let's say it is the state 2, and if I want to show that state 2 on the PV diagram, then it is over here, and corresponding pressure is P2 and corresponding volume is V2. And this process from state 1 to state 2 is known as the adiabatic process. Let's say it is figure B. Now, very important point, that is a relation between pressure, volume and temperature during adiabatic process. So as we know that PV raised to gamma is equal to constant, that we have derived in the earlier video, and this is also the relation between temperature and volume for the adiabatic process. So you need to remember these both equations. PV raised to gamma is equal to constant and TV raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to constant for the adiabatic process. Second point, work done during the adiabatic process. So this is actually work done. Area below this curve that represent as work done during this adiabatic process 1 to 2. So if I want to find this area, then this is a generalized equation. Work done is equal to integration of P dV, where P is the pressure and dV is the change in volume during the process 1 to 2. Now as you know that PV raised to gamma is equal to constant, so if I can say for the state 1, then it will be P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to constant also. So in short I can say PV raised to gamma is equal to P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to constant. So from this equation I can further write pressure is equal to C by V raised to gamma. Now I can put this value of P into this equation, so I can find the work done. So it is integration of 1 to 2 as it is. Now put the value of P, that is C by V raised to gamma dV as it is. Now you know that C is the constant, so I can take outside of this integration. The remaining term is 1 upon V raised to gamma into dV. Further simplification, C as it is, and you can understand this is V raised to minus gamma into dV. This is my earlier page. Now further simplification, so W is equal to C as it is, and integration of V raised to minus gamma, you know that with respect to V, that is V raised to minus gamma plus 1 upon minus gamma plus 1, limit 1 to 2 as it is. Now further simplification. So 1 upon minus gamma plus 1 as it is. And I can take C is inside of this bracket. So it is CV raised to minus gamma plus 1. Limit as it is 1 to 2. Now this is as it is. 1 upon minus gamma plus 1. Now put the upper limit first. So it is C V2 raised to minus gamma plus 1 minus lower limit, that is C V1 raised to minus gamma plus 1. Now further simplification. So this is as it is, and you know that PV raised to gamma is equal to constant. So I can say P2 V2 raised to gamma is equal to constant, and here P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to constant. So I have in short put the value of C as a P2 V2 raised to gamma, and here C as a P1 V1 raised to gamma. Now further simplification. So once again this is as it is, and here you can say P2 as it is. Now simplification of these two, so gamma and gamma will be cancelled, so it is V2 only. Similarly over here P1 as it is, and here gamma and gamma is cancelled, so V1 is remaining. Now further simplification, so it is P1 V1 minus P2 V2, and so that it will be gamma minus 1. Simply I have taken minus as a common from the numerator as well as denominator, and that will be cancelled. So this is the final simplification of the work done during the adiabatic process. Further simplification, so you know that PV is equal to MRT. So I can say P1 V1 is equal to MRT1 and P2 V2 is equal to MRT2. Here I have taken MR as a common, so it is MR into in bracket T1 minus T2. Now as we know that gamma minus 1 is equal to R upon CV. So I can put the value over here, gamma minus 1 is equal to R upon CV. So MR into T1 minus T2 as it is, and gamma minus 1 is equal to R by CV. So you can understand it is R by CV, and I have used the different colors so you can understand it easily. So further simplification, so R and R will be cancelled, so that the work done during the adiabatic process is mCV T1 minus T2. And this is a very important relation for the adiabatic process to find the work done. So make a box. Now next, third one, heat transfer. So as you know that during the adiabatic process, heat transfer is always 0. And you need to remember this because of it is very important relation for the adiabatic process. Fourth one, change in internal energy. Now according to first law of thermodynamics, you know that Q is equal to W plus du. Q is the heat transfer during the adiabatic process, W is the work done during the adiabatic process, and du is the change in internal energy. So as we have discussed, during the adiabatic process, heat transfer is 0. I can put the value over here, Q as a 0, and W you know that mCV T1 minus T2 plus du as it is. So from this equation you can find the du, that means change in internal energy, that is mCV T2 minus T1 now. And this is also very important relation to find the change in internal energy during the adiabatic process. So make a box. Now next, change in enthalpy, and that is denoted by dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1, and that change in enthalpy is a common formula for all the non-flow processes, that is mCp delta T. Delta T is what? Change in temperature. So make a box. So thanks my dear friends. Press the like button to appreciate this video.